Good morning, our Charles. This black man's no cooking cookbook. I want to talk about values today. It was a long time before I realized that how I valued myself determined a lot of the actions and things that I did. For what I believed about myself, wow, controlled my self esteem, my character, my morals, the beliefs that I had of what I could and could not do. Oh, isn't that a deception? For we are created with high values. Our environment, friends, this world system has done a lot to make us believe that we are devalued and controlled by entities outside of ourselves instead of believing what's inside of ourselves. So once I start taking a look at that, I stopped doing the self-thought, did more of the self-talk, increased my value through what I say based on what I believe, which means, first and foremost, I had to create a new belief. And in creating a new belief about myself, funny things happened. How did I get the new belief? I began to search for the truth, my creator, what I am, who I am, where I am, and the plans for my life based on him instead of the beliefs that were given to me. And once I did that, my value inside started to rise. And once your value inside rise, you start looking more at the things you are doing and comparing them with who you really are. That was a beautiful thing for me. That created the heart for change for me. That started my life in an upward direction. The things that I used to do no longer was making sense because the value I started believing in about myself, well, it did wonderful things. Now I'm someone that can be depended on, someone that can help someone else, someone that can be believed for what they say. The character and values that I have now are based on who I really am, not who society had dictated I was. And I thank my higher power for that. Heart for change. My heart began to change from the inside. My actions began to change on the outside. Everything about me was changing. And now I know that I can do all things through him. You know, that guy who strengthens me. That I can do. My belief systems changed. I began to believe the truth. And once I started believing the truth, I no longer had to abide in the briar patch. I came out of the briar patch. I left that behind. That was a beautiful thing. I no longer had to associate with those that didn't want to do the same things I was into, because we know iron sharpens iron. I began to see life differently. I began to live life on life's terms and found out that everyone has situations and problems to go through. I no longer was critical of myself. I began to see that I am as human as anyone else. Humans make mistakes. They get over it. They go up. They learn. That's a good thing for today. R. Charles, this black man's no cooking cookbook. Today I have value. There are things that I can do. There are things that I want to do. There are things that I'm going to do. There are things that I am doing. Life is good today. One day at a time. R. Charles, this black man's no cooking cookbook. Talk to you later.